Today's episode is presented by A Game. Whether you're at home or at work, in the gym or in the classroom, success means giving nothing less than your best. Your peak performance, your A Game. And now there's a beverage designed to help you bring your best when you need it most. A Game is full of essential vitamins and nutrients to keep your body primed for action and provides hydration to boost recovery after you've given your all. Bring your A Game, bring your best, and tell the world, bring it on. Now let's get into the episode.
Morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Patsy and T.Ross better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride.
What is up, Mr. Ross?
What's happening, bro? What's going on with you?
What's going on with me? You are now the face of the NBA for Tarkov.
And I know, I love it.
It's amazing to see, bro, because I was playing for a while.
Short time in history where we both were.
Yes, it was tough. It's tough because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, so it's kind of hard to play with someone else that didn't know what they were doing, so it made it really difficult.
Well, let's get some people some background on this, right? Because this is, if you don't know already, I've been playing Tarkov with like top players.
The biggest one.
The biggest players in the Tarkov community, which is, I don't even know how to, if you don't know what Tarkov is, let me explain what that is. It's a video game on PC. It's a survival game where you have to loot, get to extraction points, you fight other players, you fight robotic scavengers, all types of different things, right? There's a lot of different tasks you have to do. So the game is super immersive. And it's like among the toughest games there are, this has to be up there with like some of the toughest games. Like it's so in depth. But I had an opportunity to play with literally the best player in the planet.
Well, I told you, I sent you a screenshot of him tweeting you.
Well, bro, so I was already at that point. I was so locked in. Like, okay, so let me tell you what happened, right? So I had just downloaded Tarkov. I had seen it on Twitch, so maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and I was like, "Hey, I played this game in the bubble while I was locked in that hotel room for weeks at a time." So I was learning how to play it on a little PC gaming laptop, which was, we didn't really play it that much, but whatever.
I kind of got into it for like probably like a month. But our homies are the ones that introduced it to us, and it was like that was their favorite game. And like, you guys got to play it. You got to play it. Yeah,
because we used to play with them in Fortnite and Call of Duty, and all of a sudden they disappeared, and we hadn't talked to them forever.
But like you said, Tarkov is, people don't understand, it is like the most. You feel like you're literally in real war, like fighting the bullets. It's the biggest. It has the most like expansion of like everything in it. Bullets,
it's
like modifications.
Yeah, it's not like Call of Duty where you can
a marketplace. It's so real, and the person that made it was like a real military guy. So that's why
it's a Russian game. It's a Russian game. So I don't know. I've been asking people how this game even come to be, and who created it, and like what was the background behind it, and it's all a mystery still. So I don't really know.
That's the crazy thing. So when you tweeted,
it's not like advertisement. It's not it's not like on commercially. It's just a game you know about or don't.
And that's why the community of Tarkov
took off.
Very excited for you to be a part of it.
I was not expecting that reaction because I was like, when you tweet, "Let's play Call of Duty."
Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
No, and when I said, "Hey, who's trying to run some Tarkov?" If you have a Discord and PC, that's all you need. When I mean, like the response I got back from everybody, like I didn't even think people knew what Tarkov was, but this whole community came out of the woodworks and just everybody, bro. And Battle State, who's the developer of the game, they retweeted
and that's where I saw
my tweet. Yeah. And then I think that might have got the attention of like
everybody,
Landmark and all these top streamers who are now tweeting me saying, "Hey, let's run some. I'm down." And I don't know who these guys are, so I'm just like,
it's crazy.
Okay, and then I get text messages from you and like from Roddy and KB, like, "Yo, like
you gotta play with this.
You gotta play with this guy. You gotta play with this guy." I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I have all these people in my Discord now, just like a whole bunch of people that just the community just flooded out. My Discord went from 200 people to like 500 people, like overnight. Like it was crazy.
Your followers on Twitch went from like
2,000 to 5,000.
5,000.
And now it's like almost at 6,000. So I'm just like, this is all happening so fast. I didn't expect that type of like
your squad streaming with literally the biggest streamer on Tarkov, which
and that's the thing. So like after all these people on my Discord, I'm running a few matches with this random people. I find myself just by myself, and then like just chilling. And I hit the dude up. He was like, "Yo, you trying to run some?" I was just like, "Yeah, for sure." We hop in, and it's so funny because the thing that got me into Tarkov, I saw it on Twitch. I was like, I haven't seen Tarkov in a while, and I'm looking at it, and then just hearing that gravel, the crunch of the gravel, and running around, like I was like, oh, that is therapeutic. I look at it, I was like, just let me YouTube the best kills in Tarkov, and then Landmark popped up, and I didn't know who this guy was. I was just like, oh, he just must be some random player, bro. Literally getting kills. Video is literally like 20 minutes long of just like 5-second segments of him just doing crazy shit. And then now this guy is literally bringing me like loot packages, like just all these super kitted gear to the raid. He's like, yeah, bro, just take this. You're going to need this. I'm like, what the hell, bro? I went from level 3 days ago. It was probably going to be a little later, but 3 days ago, I went from level 2 or level 1 going on to level 2. Now I'm at level 13.
Nice. You gotta get to 20 to get the flea market. So I'm learning all this new stuff about the game. It's like, so how are you adapting to switching to the keyboard? It took me a little bit. You're starting to get the movement and stuff.
So that's the other thing. The Tarkov community all flooded like my DM saying, "Hey, you got to change your settings to this and that." And so I had somebody coming to like teach me how to like get all the proper settings I need to like go out there and like be successful, or at least try. So I'm getting used to it, bro. Like I'm starting to, my keyboard's a little slanted now because I need it to go like this.
Yeah, you gotta get.
I'm learning all the tricks of the trade and how to organize and the surgery part, because it's so much, bro. It's so much you have to learn. But that's the fun part. That's the fun part about this game. It's like once like when you start to get that learning curve and you start to understand and you start to feel familiar with it and it starts to feel, that's where I'm at with this game, and that's why I think I'm so addicted to it right now.
People don't really. That I think that's the thing that can keep you locked in, is that we play so many games that are just over with. You just know everything and you're done with it right away. Like even the best players, they're still like learning stuff from the game.
For sure.
Dude, there's just so much stuff.
And that's the one thing about the game too that's really tricky. So when you're actually on the map, the game doesn't provide you a map. It doesn't provide you with anything. I have to use a separate monitor to pull up a map and then try to figure out where I am. Yeah, I have to like literally figure out where I am in the game and then pinpoint it on the map or on the map to find a reference point to get to my extraction. And it's just so much you got to do, bro. But that's the fun part. I'm starting to like kind of understand maps. I pretty much know customs. I pretty much I'm getting the hang of woods. Shoreline is getting more familiar. So it's so much going on, bro.
Bro, and your chat was popping.
Oh, bro!
Like what was the max you had in there? Like 2,000 people or something? I think you had like 2,000 when you started that one.
I don't even know, bro. I really don't. Like I know that after like, and it was weird, bro, because we streamed for like 2.5 hours just me and him. So I was just like, this is.
You've been streaming more,
bro. I've been streaming more lately. Like I just the first day of playing Tarkov, I streamed for 5 hours, and that's a record for me. So I'm just
that's a record.
I'm surprised my girl let me even sleep in the room after I did that.
I'm surprised that you like were even locked in, because usually you kind of just. I mean, anybody.
Bro, that's like Call of Duty though. Like I know everything. There's not nothing I don't know. It's just I'm not that great at it. But like this game is like it's still a learning curve for everybody, and I think that's like the window of opportunity for me to like kind of catch up.
Yeah,
with.
I do. It's crazy now. You like now with all your followers, you get like 100 viewers, and that was you was playing by yourself, and that's crazy because like. People are always like, "Oh, you're like, why don't you have more viewers and stuff?" And I was talking to somebody about it. They were saying if you have 100 viewers in Twitch, you're in the top 10%.
Oh my god,
isn't that crazy? And that's crazy because like It's tough.
And
It's
look,
tough to get those people.
I know I'm a basketball player, but like it's not like it's so much more like that
Yes,
goes
exactly.
into it. Like that's
Exactly.
just hey, don't get me wrong, it's a nice advantage. I do embrace it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, like having the production value, making sure like the stream's running right, making sure that there's no overlay errors. There's like even now I'm trying to work on like little emotes so when people subscribe or drop a sub, like there'll be some little interaction thing that pops up. There's just so much that's going on. And I'm getting a new computer. So like this computer is like it gets frequent headaches. It's always like just running random applications and it's shutting down sometimes. So like it's on overload. But nonetheless, when I get this new one, I'm sure I could probably get all the bells and whistles and make it look dope. Because that's people just want to be entertained. They don't care if you're good. Yeah. They don't care if you're bad. Like they just want to be entertained. Exactly. The people that you bring on, how you interact with the chat, like people love that. So
and it helps for you to connect. It helps you to connect with other streamers like you do. Like if you continue to reach out to people, they'll want to play with you. You get some of their followers.
And that's cool too. Like I'm like whoever comes to my Discord, bro, like. That's only, so when I had that Discord, I didn't have like any rooms. I only you remember like I only had like 2-3 rooms set up, and it was just simple. Now, like once I had all those people in there, they're like, "Yo, make me a mod, and make me a moderator, and I can just pretty much, So it's up. So now I literally have like 7 rooms for like Tarkov lobbies. Yeah. They're pretty much always filled. I play with random people all the time. It's crazy. I don't know.
That's a cool thing about the community too. Like they're like willing to help too. Like
they're willing to help, bro. Everybody's so cool, bro. Everybody's so chill.
Like nice.
And my girl walks in here and she's just looking at me like,
"What the hell?
What are you like? What the hell? Who are you talking to? What are you doing?" I'm just like, it's so much to explain right now, and it's a little more. Yeah, I can't.
I can't.
I just can't. You had to get out. You just have to get out. I'm sorry.
Get out of this.
Just get out of here, please.
Let's take a second from the episode to talk about the everydayfan.com. They got a podcast now. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. They have their website. They're posting daily. They have everything you need for sports. Whether it's NBA, NFL, or even the EPL league, they have got you covered. But it doesn't stop there. They talk about pop culture. They got to wrestling and entertainment, and there's something for everyone. They have some of the best writers in the game, and they get a fresh perspective from everyday fans like yourself. While you're there, check out the memorabilia shop and make your man cave one to envy. That's everydayfan.com. Go check them out, and let's get back into the episode. What did you think of the finals ended up, man? Switching gears from games to basketball games.
I mean, it was cool, bro. It was an amazing performance by the Bucks after being down 0-2. They came back and pretty much put on a gentleman's sweep. That's really, I don't know, bro. Giannis, I mean, I don't know what he's a force, bro.
Yeah,
he's Shaq. I don't know if he's Shaq 2.0, but he's just like Shaq.
They can move
in a different. Yeah, he's just like the same type of force, but just different.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that does make sense. He obviously he's not as physically big as Shaq, but he's
today's
forceful.
Game, he is.
He's forceful and he's able to move people, and it's all around the rim. It's all around the rim.
All around the rim, bro. You can't stop him. He's just a mismatch. And
it is interesting. Like it's crazy. Like you see him moving out there, and you're like, "What the hell?" And he doesn't miss around the rim, bro.
Somebody was like, describe if Chris Paul loses from down or up 0-2. Describe this series in one word. I think Stephen A said sad. And then they start playing some music behind it. I just lost. I started dying. But bro, that has to suck for CP, man. That has to suck so bad. Well, after all that time, you're so close. You're up 2-0.
They were saying that. Well, now it's like Lakers are going after him right away, right now.
And all right, cool.
Do you think if he goes to the Lakers, does that change them like right away?
Nah.
Second intent, like the top team in the West?
Maybe it could. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's something different about this team with Chris Paul and the Suns compared to the rest of the teams he's been on and then try to lead, especially with big personalities like when he was in LA, like those guys were in a prime position to, try to get over that hump, and they just never did. And with this young group, for whatever reason, with him,
they were healthy.
DeAndre Ayton, all those guys, they were healthy still, but like
that's why they won the West, though. Like, think of all the people that were out of the West because they were hurt. I mean, even if if Kawhi was healthy versus the Clippers, the Suns series could have been different with them. He didn't play, and that was a close series. Then you throw in Jamal Murray was hurt for Denver. Like, obviously Steph and Clay weren't the same. Like, it just seems like this was the perfect storm for the Suns' year for them to
do what they did.
But do
you think that this is like like you said, the perfect opportunity, or this is something that they can build on and then do it again next year and then be contenders? Or does it take all what happened this year to happen again to be in that, we have another chance? Or is it just like we can get there no matter who's in our way?
I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest. I think the perfect storm was it was good, but they're also obviously building off this. It's like Devin, they're all young. Those guys are every single guy out there besides Chris Paul and Jay Crowder are like 25 and under. Okay,
but then that's what I'm saying. So Chris Paul, he goes to
the Lakers.
He goes to the Lakers where they're pretty much all older.
Yeah.
And they won't win. Like that's usually how it goes. Like when he's with older teams, like they don't necessarily. They've never been that far. The one time he goes to the finals, he's with the youngest team he's ever been. So I
get that, but I'm saying like just the Lakers how they were this year. If you just switch out Dennis Schroeder with him, I feel like that's an upgrade. Period. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard they were going after Russ too.
Yeah, I saw that too. Well, obviously.
All right, so would you? Who do you think is higher on the top 5 point guard list? Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook.
Top 5 all time?
Yeah, all time.
It's so tough because like neither have got a championship, and
but one has MVP and one averaging a triple double.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like statistically wise, it's like Russ is better than him. Like period.
Statistically, right? Because that's also when I said like, he's still so there was somebody who's doing like a top 5 point guard, and they had Russ they had CP over Russ, or not even Russ at all. I'm like, bro, CP don't even have an MVP. Like what accolades other than All Stars, and they has defensive play. He has probably defensive teams, right?
Who CP3?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He has to.
He has to. He's led the league in steals for a while, but like
Or there's been years where he's like the least steals.
For sure. And then, other than that, like he's never got a defensive player of the year.
No.
He's never got any like hardwood plaque trophies besides what rookie of the year.
It's funny because like there's been so much CP3 hate till this year just because they go to the finals. So it's kind of like,
I mean, it's just he's a great point guard.
Really good.
No doubt about that. Like his skill set and his intangibles you can't teach that. But
Russ is doing historical things.
Russ is,
and he went to
regardless if he can't shoot or not. Like where he has short, like bro, what he does so much to an effective basketball game, and he's been doing it at a high level for a long time through injuries and not. So it's just like people probably thought like, how long can he possibly play like this? And the answer is a very long time. Like he only plays like this. So
and Russ has been in more meaningful games. I mean, OKC has been in way more meaningful finals of the West.
In the finals. So,
but I'm saying but OKC also had been in the like conference finals a lot more. But CP3
has to. No, he went to the conference finals with
the Clippers.
With the Clippers, and I think one time with the New Orleans
Hornets.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
they
didn't win a championship, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. They're both going to be Hall of Fame, top 5 untouchables.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man.
I just opened my Instagram, and first thing that pops up: LeBron becomes first NBA player to earn $1 billion.
NBA player?
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's like
during his playing career.
Because obviously Michael Jordan's a billionaire.
Yeah, no, but that was years after.
Pretty crazy. We're gonna see more of it though. I feel like we're gonna see more of them.
More of who? Jordan?
No, more billionaires as players as time goes on. These contracts are getting ridiculous, bro. They're getting ridiculous.
Ridiculous, but I don't know, bro.
Plus ads, like there's got to be other players that are like half.
I know James Harden. You would think James Harden. I would think like James Harden would be ungodly close, but
close. And KD. I mean, KD's getting
KD for sure.
They're getting hundreds of millions from their ads.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have to take a second mortgage out on American Airline Arena or whatever they play in Dallas because Luke is going to break the bank multiple times. So I'm sure maybe.
What would be your first purchase if you're a billionaire, bro?
First purchase? I mean,
if you just got $1 billion. What's something that you would want that
I don't have or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
But you know me, I'm too simple for this question, dog.
I get that.
I'm gonna get some new computer gear.
You'll get a Tarkov arena.
The lumbar on this chair isn't doing too great. I don't know, man.
A plane? Would you buy a plane?
No, I don't go anywhere. I'm a recluse. I don't think money would change that.
I get that. I get that. But
this is the wrong question for the wrong guy, bro. You know me. I'll buy nothing. For a long time. There has to be realistically, I would buy a house. I would buy a house.
That's what I'm saying.
And it might not even be a bigger house. It might just be a better layout with a bigger office space and more bells and whistles.
A studio.
Yeah. Or honestly, probably nothing, bro. I might buy, a boat for the dock, or
you wouldn't want something
maybe
private?
A dog. What? Yeah. You know what I want private? No. Buy my neighbors out of their houses, tear those houses down, and then
buy them all.
Just make the land into something. I don't know.
I don't
know. I wouldn't do anything, bro.
Yeah.
I'd buy a car.
I would probably buy something like out in the middle of nowhere and just have like a compound. Like
that's just too much, bro.
Like Kanye. I'd be in Montana on a fat compound, 1,000 acres, and just have.
So that's what you. So if you had $1 billion, that's what you would do. Clearly, you're retired.
Yeah, retire, and I would I would live somewhere where I could do whatever the hell I wanted, like ride 4-wheelers, quads, do whatever. Like I feel like that's just would be fun, and like then I'm able to have a private jet and go into the city whenever I needed to. I don't know, go wherever I wanted to go. $1 billion goes quick though.
Live in the country, have a private jet, and then fly into the city when I want to. Like, come on, bro.
Dude, I could probably answer this question too, since like I'm not nearly as wealthy as you guys. I'd probably just retire and just buy a bunch of sneakers, honestly. I don't know why. Just like shattered backboards for days.
Shattered backboards for days.
I don't know if I could do that. I think I would honestly, for real now, move to, probably, I don't have to live in the outskirts of the city. I can probably just live
in the city?
Not in the city, but a lot closer from the outskirts. And then have a big house with a lot of rooms still, be probably way more expensive, but it doesn't matter. I have a giant condo the size of the house now downtown. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Have the best Wi-Fi and
that would be the biggest thing. I would want to live next to the. I would find.
I would want to live
next to internet is. Yeah, exactly. No. No. People do that, bro. Do you understand that? These streamers. So like when Fortnite got big, I started researching. Yeah, they live next to the servers, and they find out which part. Like if I live south of it or west of it, like how close my connection is better. Because all these games are based off connection based, and that's how they're making their money. It's like if I'm better at this game,
it's the investment. No, and I completely understand that, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? I would live really right. I would have my own server. Like the top ones, like Ninja and them, they literally had their own server, so they're paying like I can't remember how much he was paying a month, but it's like you're talking thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah, free.
But they're making like $1 million a month, so it's like I gotta, and this is my investment. Like I got my server with that.
I could definitely. It would be so much of that, bro. I would have my setups would be out of this world. First thing I would do is get blackout blinds, and then you take care of that, or shutters or something, because that is the biggest problem I have now. Is I have blinds, but like the sun rises over here, so it's pretty much like burning through these little shears. So it is what it is. But no, man, I really want to be a streamer. I am very passionate about it. I mean, I'm sure I could turn this
I need to
this
stream.
whole Discord community into something dope.
You better be promoting the podcast in there.
I do after every stream. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
So make sure you like and subscribe.
Hey, you were streaming with Lurs Lurs was streaming. He was getting
Lurs is amazing. Yeah, no, Lurs is he's a very good person.
KB's out of town. KB's out of town, so he's bummed out because I know he wants to stream with you too. But
yeah,
I need to stream and get on there, and we can run 4s on Tarkov for sure. Me, you, Roddy, Lurs, and KB 5s.
It is unreal. And what level were you at?
When I stopped?
Yeah.
I mean, I had the market, so I was like at least like
20 something,
25, 30. I played I got it down. Like I was playing by myself, like getting kills and stuff. But like
no, because
even learning the healing, like you need to heal this first before you do this. Like
so I'm right now. So on my other monitor as we speak, I have my whole like loadout getting set up for the next one.
Are you about
stressful, bro?
You were playing before we did this?
I honestly, since this whole podcast, I haven't stopped. I've just been doing this in the background. You probably can't hear it, but
yeah,
it's bad, bro. It's bad. I'm actually leaving today to go out of town.
Where are you going?
To Rolling Loud. It's gonna be like my first concert since.
Where's that at this year?
It's in Miami.
Is it always in Miami?
Yeah, so we're about to catch a flight later, and
just you and the missus.
No, I'm going with James Johnson. Going with James Johnson. So
he lives down there, right?
Yeah. So we're going out there when it just pretty much just us and the wives. So
that sounds dope, man. That should be fun.
Yeah, just trying to do that, and then
I'm going to a wedding. So
wedding bells. Yeah,
cousin's getting married. Cousin's getting married, so I got my dress codes already. I'm about to head out of town.
Where is it?
It's on the other side of Seattle, on the peninsula, Port Angeles. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's just like if you go west of Seattle, so out towards like the coast.
Oh, okay. So at least you're going. So
it's still
say hi to Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go through downtown Seattle tonight. It's gonna be it's like a 6-hour drive, but. It is what it is. Yeah, for real. We're gonna leave here.
Oh, last story. Took my son to the first baseball game last night. Or not last night. Yesterday afternoon, it was the Orioles versus the Rays. Great game.
You stayed the whole time? You make it through the whole game?
You know, we never stayed through baseball games all 9. Never have stayed all 9. It's just too much going on. So I remember that. Anyway, now I don't remember. Anyway. The game was great. We're like, as soon as we get in the like stadium, we're like, getting our popcorn, whatever, home run right out the gate. We missed the first home run.
Who hit it?
Well, I don't know. It was like the leadoff hitter, like the second. I might have been leadoff.
It was Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
He's a good
player. He hits it out. We're walking to our seats. We were by first base. First base, a few rows, up. It was cool. You could see the whole field, so it was great.
Yeah.
Like, see, like, G-Man, my guy. He's a tank, bro. He's a tank. Yeah. But we get there. We're sitting down. Tristan's having a great time. We see at least 3 other home runs, bro. It was like 3-4 home runs. Like, it was a great game. Like, it was fun. It was a bunch of double plays, snags left and right. It was a bunch of pop flies. So he's seeing like the whole game. Ton of foul balls come our way. One foul ball comes over the top. It looks like it's coming right at us, but you know how it's like curving and it's like it curves. I think 2 rows behind us, to our left, there's an old man, probably about 80 to 85 years old, sitting in the seat, probably just unaware of where this crack of a bat sound is even coming from. You know how like old people get, they just kind of like stare like just like blankly into just wherever they're looking.
Well, that's what they've been doing for years.
Bro,
yes.
This ball comes, drills the old man right in the chest.
No.
When I mean hits, like
he wasn't looking at all.
Bro, he was looking straight and had no idea where the ball, like he wasn't even, like he was almost sitting up. The ball drills him and I hear it and I was like, oh my God. Like I kind of like flinched. I was like, oh, it hit him, because I'm looking at the ball the whole time. It hits him. People are going like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm sitting here. He's 2 rows behind me. The ball drops 2 steps starts rolling down the row behind me, or one step and it starts rolling behind me. I put my hand just down, bro. The ball literally rolls right into my hand. And I was just like, oh shit. I grabbed it. I give it to Tristan. And of course, I don't know why he said this, but the first thing he says is after he takes the ball from my hand, Dad, look, I caught the ball. I'm just like, son, what? I was like, this old man paid the price and the ultimate sacrifice so that this ball could roll into my. And anyway, that kid, yeah. It was a great game. Great game. I was so happy that I saw at least 2 home runs, and it was a high-paced game, and we caught a foul ball. Shout out to the old guy. I hope your chest is okay. Paramedics had to come down and really? Check him out. Yeah, they hooked him up to like the little finger pulse thing and like took his. Oh, I don't know, bro. It was crazy. But shout out to that guy.
That's all, bro. That's all. When we're at the Angels game, we were just hoping for a foul ball the whole time.
Never didn't happen. And there's a bunch of opportunities. There was at least 2 of them that came like maybe a few rows from us, but that one just, I can't believe it rolled into my hand off of this old man's chest. It was amazing. Should I have given that ball to the old man, or
he didn't want it? He didn't know what it was.
He didn't know what hit him. he thought he probably got shot in the chest with a shotgun beanbag.
He thought his wife punched him.
Oh my God, that was bad.
Well, brother, have a good time at Rolling Loud, and we'll connect next week.
Yes, sir.
And have fun with your Tarkov stream. If
you know I will.
Everybody check us out on T.Ross Podcast on IG and podcast T.Ross on Twitter. Check Terrence out on Twitch at Terrence Ross. Check out my other podcast, No Bad Shots. And you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you later.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Yeah, Patsy and T.Ross better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride. Yeah.